I met a gypsy.
That was that I believe was either 7 or 8. I was 7 or 8. Probably 2008.
That is crazy. And you used to wear like the full body armor.
My dad made me.
Like the
full
whole
elbows, the whole nine.
yeah. Like a full vet rider. Imagine how small you would have looked if you didn't wear all that shit.
Oh man, those are good times. But yeah, once I started getting a little bit older, then I was able to actually no. In the beginning, even 2011 and 12, I still had the full body armor on.
That's so kooky,
dude. I could have been in A Knight's Tale for the movie.
Were you jousting or doing moto, bro? What sticks out from that time though? Like battles wise,
so,
like it was Marv.
No,
was it Marv?
Yes. So I should have won the championship in 2010, but I had 3 bike failures. 2 were electrical. One time my chain derailed, and they were all me either leading or being in second. So 2010, I should have probably.
Who won that one, Marv?
Marv. I think that was the time. 2010. What is it? 09 when he switched from Honda to. I think that was 2009. He switched from Honda to KTM mid-season.
Yeah.
And
caused a whole lot of kerfuffle.
Yep. And then 2010, I was battling with him like big time. And then actually during that was when Colorado Destinations was. And by that time, or for the last 3 rounds, I think I got some motors from Roger, and we changed my gearing on it, and that made the bike way better. So then, I think I went like 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 the last like GPs. Yeah, some bike changes for sure. Got a motor from Roger, I think, and yeah, off we went.
What do you remember from battling Herlings in those?
So he came in probably 2010, I'm guessing, maybe 11. I'm not 100% sure because 11 was my last year GP, and I was on KTM's. Yeah, that was 10. Yeah, so we're like same age. He's a few months younger, I believe. But yeah, just crazy battles, right? And we talk on Instagram like pretty regularly, you know.
He's actually a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. And I think he's changed a lot throughout the years too. You know what I mean? It's a lot more easy to talk to, and it's fun to exchange, whether it's memories or knowledge or whatever.
Well, he's just a super fan.
He is.
Guaranteed he listens to this. He is a super fan of moto.
Yeah, and so back in the day when we were racing each other, we were crazy competitors, but honestly, most of the hype was the people around us that made it, like the kind of like rivalry.
Yeah.
I never really talked to him, but then that automatically turns into like I'm gonna freaking annihilate him, you know, on the weekends. You know what I mean? Anyways, they're just such different times. We were just such shitheads back in the day. You know, we were both so young and like, we just wanted to like, you know, annihilate everybody and stuff. So it's just good times. Like we had good battles for sure.
Oh man, and like
probably not enough though, because then I left and it just all kind of split.
Yeah, but I think you guys, there was so much hype around how young you were and how good you were. Like that was a crazy time. I mean, I wonder who's come in that young and just done that well since, you know, like it probably
the
hasn't.
only guy I could probably think of is Jet, maybe not GPs, but then he came over, you know, and he raced the 250 class. He was pretty young as well, right? Maybe not though. That's the thing though, because I started racing GPs when I was 15, but I was in that environment at 14 because I had to get ready for the season. And that was actually another part that was really cool because we would go down to Portugal or Spain for a training camp, and I was always teamed up. So it was in 2010, it was Tonas Arnaud, one of my great friends still to this point. He was my teammate, and it was Clément de Sal and Ramon.
Yeah.
And I was always paired up with Steve. And it was cool because he was kind of like a JB, you know what I mean? Like just mellow guy, kind of shy, you know what I mean? But
super
crazy
solid,
work ethic.
super stoic.
Yeah, so we were always partnered up, and I was a kid, and then I was around some big names, you know? Like that's cool as shit, you know? And we get to train and hang out and cycle. Like it was just the start of a crazy era, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%.
So
and then
just
cool. Were you the youngest to win?
I think so, yeah. So, I don't know if it's the youngest ever or youngest German, but I'm pretty sure I'm right in the ballpark, maybe the youngest ever, but I was 15 in 53 days, and it was in Germany. I don't think I won a moto. I think I went 2-2 for first overall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, right. But the fans just had to be great. Like, that's one thing in Europe, and going to your country, like Jorge winning in Spain for the, you know, to win the title, and then you winning in Germany for your first GP.
Well, and if you think about it, before I started racing GPs, there was always just 1 or 2 guys from Germany, right? And then, of course, Max.
Yeah.
so he was always like the best guy, and just like the support, like your country cheers for like one guy in these races, you know what I mean? And then I was part of that, in the 250 class. So, but I was just like one of the couple of Germans that race GPs and are actually able to win races and be on the podium.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.